Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, The Crafty Quinn. My name is Megan and I love to make DIY decor out of mostly Dollar Tree items. Now if you love decor, DIY decor, or Dollar Tree, I highly suggest you hit that subscribe button. Today I have some pumpkin spice DIYs for you that look absolutely delicious, so let's go ahead and get started. So first, we're actually going to start off with the DIY that's not exactly pumpkin spice, but I figure, why limit myself to just pumpkin spice DIYs when I can do some pumpkin ones as well. So I'm taking these three cute little, I don't really know what to call them, I guess signs, plaques. They're part of the new Dollar Tree fall decor. I just was go ahead and fixing that M right there because I noticed that it was slightly not right when I bought it, so I just went ahead with some black paint there and I was just touching that up. Next, what you see me doing here now is I'm just taking some orange paint and I'm actually going to go ahead and paint over those letters that you see there. I think it's very, very cute that they're monogrammed. I think I got about 4 of these pumpkins in total. I have 2 small ones and I have 2 of these taller ones that you see here. So I just got 2. I didn't really care about the actual monogram for those because I knew I was going to DIY these in some way. So I'm just going to give these about 3 coats each, just on that middle plaque that you see in the middle there. I'm just going through to cover them up completely. I don't need those. And because of the paint that I'm using, I'm actually using a matte paint, not a chalk paint. It took about 3 coats to cover it. So I'm actually taking a stencil brush right now, and I'm using my Antique Waverly Wax. I'm doing some dry brushing because I want to catch that grain that this faux wood has. And I thought it would give it a really unique textured look. So what you see me doing off screen is I am just taking a brush, dabbing it on a paper towel 3 times to get the excess off. And then that's how I like to dry brush things. There it is. So when I put this on the faux wood grain, it comes out really nice. So I'm going to do this to the entire pumpkin, and I'm going to do this actually to all 3 pumpkins. I really like to give this faux distressed look that this pumpkin already has even more of a distressed look, and so I'm going over those parts where the paint is chipped off that they did on purpose, and I'm just touching those up with even more wax to make it look even more distressed, basically. I really liked that they tried to already distress these pumpkins. I guess they're starting to catch on to the things that we Farmhouse crafters like to see in our pumpkin decor. So next, I'm just going to hot glue this small pumpkin to both of these. So I just put hot glue just directly on the back on either side, and I'm just placing it down in the very middle of these pumpkins. So I already distressed the middle piece as well. And so now I decided what would be a cute little touch is if I could add some raffia to all 3 pumpkins. And then this was the end result. I think it's so cute, you guys. I can't wait to put this out. So today's video is part of the Pumpkin Spice collaboration hosted by Crafty DIY with Nadia, featuring Lovely Moments Creating and MB Gray Designs. This is such a fun DIY, you guys. DIY video. So we have a playlist for you below. Make sure to check that out. We all came up with some delicious crafts, if you will. So next, I'm taking this brand new mason jar looking plaque. I keep calling it a plaque, but I guess it's a sign. But I'm also taking this wood pumpkin piece. It's a new wood cutout that just came out in Dollar Tree's fall decor. Both of these pieces are from Dollar Tree, so I really kept this budget friendly. But you saw me hot glue the pumpkin plaque to the very back of this sign, and that's because I was trying to give this spackle that you see me using here a bit of a base, because I'm going to give this mason jar some faux whipped cream. I have been dying to try this trend because I just thought it was perfect for the theme of this video. I really couldn't wait to make everything look like a pumpkin spice latte. That is my absolute favorite drink of the fall season. Do you guys have a favorite drink that you like during the fall? Do you guys like apple cider? Do you guys like pumpkin? Do you guys like hot chocolate? Tell me what your favorite drink is in the comments below. So I am going to show you later on in the video how I mixed this spackle to get the perfect texture that makes it come out creamy and almost kind of like a whipped look. So this was really great. It definitely gave me the base that I was looking for. I just needed something to lean the whipped cream against. I keep calling it that. I kept needing something for the spackle to lean against, just so that that would be able to sit on top and not fall over. So I did one layer of that, and then I let it dry a little bit more, and then I did another layer, and then that's how it came out more looking like whipped cream. And yes, I am actually using real cinnamon for this. I thought about using some pumpkin spice as a cute little topping. We actually didn't have any, so I went ahead and used some cinnamon as a topper. And what's fun is that it actually smells great now. So I did also go ahead and tie some raffia around that little mason jar lid, and I finally found my paper straws. I kept looking around the house for them, but I finally found them, and I thought this paper straw actually looked like it best went with this color palette wise. So I was pretty happy with the end result, and I thought it was super cute. What do you guys think? So if you like my work, and if you would like to buy me a real pumpkin spice latte or some craft supplies, I now have a Buy Me a Coffee profile down in my description box below. And like I said, my name is Megan. This is the Crafty Kitty Marcus. If you're liking the DIYs on my channel, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow, and it means a lot to have your support. So thank you guys so much for always tuning in and leaving wonderful comments. On to the next DIY. So this is also a brand new sign that just came out. They have so many great signs this year. This one says, "Pumpkin is the spice of life." Now, before we go into this one a little bit further, I did have a little bit of assistance. You get to see my husband actually help me with this in a little bit. It's kind of funny how it happened, but really I thought about painting. So I covered this completely with white Waverly chalk paint, and that's what you see me doing here now. But I really wanted the phrasing and the letters to come through. I really liked that it was in cursive as well. I thought it was really pretty. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and paint over each individual letter. Well, that took forever, you guys. So my husband literally came over and he was like, well, what if you try it like this? And then it actually worked, and I was actually shocked. But it's kind of like he's kind of stamping it a little bit, and that's what you see him doing there right now. So this was us just kind of messing around with it to see how it would look. And then I did go over and I painted over everything just because I had messed up the first part. So I painted over everything, right? And then I did the stamping technique. But then guess what? I didn't film it. So sorry, but this is exactly what happened. So at least you got to see him doing that, and you got to see what the actual technique was. I felt so bad that I didn't actually hit the record button when we went back and did it again, but that was really the best footage that I had, so I decided to include it. So that's why you saw my husband helping with this DIY. But it was such a brilliant idea. I got to give him credit. It was really, really great. So this way, at least the letters came through, and it was great because the letters were covered in glitter, and that's what made them stick up. So then when you put a very, very light amount of paint on your foam brush and just lightly drag it across, that's how the actual lettering that sticks up with the glitter that was there comes through. And that's what kind of gives it the stamped look that you're going for. So what you see here is I'm actually just kind of trying to apply this same texture look throughout the entire sign. And I realized at some point that I was actually using the white side and not the black paint side, so I did have to go back in and fix that because I was also trying to fix up some parts that got a little bit too clumpy with the paint. So next I'm taking these cute, adorable little, they look like lattes to me, but they're brand new cutouts the Dollar Tree has. And I actually got these, so I got a pack of these thinking, this would be cute for a DIY, and then I got asked to do this video and it ended up being perfect. So I am so excited to finally use these wood cutouts because I had about 1,000,001 ideas that I am using some of them for this video. So I just did a little bit of tracing that you saw there, and that is some Hobby Lobby scrapbook paper. Really, really nice. It's actually a little bit thicker. It almost feels kind of like, it's not quite paper cardstock, it's something else. I'm not quite sure what it's called. But I just decided to paint the handle of that because I thought it would go really well with the color scheme of the scrapbook paper. So I'm just painting the handle black. I'm not worried about getting it on the inside because I'm about to cover that up with the scrapbook paper. So it's okay that it's messy. Just taking a just a regular glue stick, and I'm just going to use that to adhere the scrapbook paper to the cup. So I just need it to come down about there, and I need the little wood foam looking piece at the top that looks like the latte foam. I need that to stay exactly where it is, because that provides me with my base for my spackle. So this, I would say at this stage, the spackle, I had already whipped it up, and it was kind of drying a little bit at this point, because the very first DIY that I did is actually at the back of this video, and that's when I first mixed the spackle together. So the first DIY had more of a whipped look, and now the spackle's drying a little bit, so it came out a little bit thicker. But for this, I used a popsicle stick, and that actually came out pretty good. I kind of tried to do a little circular motion if I could, to try and get the little foam kind of to look like a whipped cream swirl, if you will. But yeah, so it was a little bit thicker. So all I did was I used Dollar Tree spackle actually for this. And I just poured in some water, and I just really just stirred it up until it looked like whipped cream. And that's really all there was to it. So I got a little bit of paint on this cup, and I decided to cover it up with one of Dollar Tree's cute little new Dollar Tree fall stickers. I said Dollar Tree twice, it's fine. So I'm gonna take more cinnamon now, and while the spackle is still wet, I just poured that over, and then I'm just shaking off the excess cinnamon. Also makes this smell very good. So once I have that to my liking, I'm just gonna hot glue this onto my sign. I did the same technique with the scrapbook paper, and I traced the little wood cut out the pumpkin there on that scrapbook paper, and then I just glued the scrapbook paper onto that wood cutout piece. So I'm also gonna hot glue this to my sign as well. I felt like it was missing something in the top left corner. It had a little bit of extra space. So with that extra space, I decided to add a cute little burlap looking bow. And then once that little bow was secured onto the sign, I decided, yes, I think it needs something else. And it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't embellish this more. So I decided to add this cute little button. And then this is how it turned out. And I realized that it may be a little bit hard to see the letters, but I promise you they do show up. So next, oh my gosh guys, okay, I saved the best for last. I really, really love this DIY. So I did this one first because I think, in my opinion, I think this one took the longest. So I went ahead and did the most tedious craft first on my side, but then I saved it for last because I just love it so much. So I'm doing more of the tracing with these cute little Dollar Tree wood cutout cups, and I just traced all of my cups onto this Hobby Lobby orange and black scrapbook paper that kind of looks like Halloween, but it's honestly the perfect fall color, and I love it. So I'm going to do more black ink Waverly chalk paint, and I'm just going to color the handles of these cute little wood cutout latte cups. I'm going to use more of my Craft Bond, so I'm using an Elmer's Craft Bond glue stick. Oh my gosh, I can't talk, you guys, I'm sorry. Elmer's Craft Bond glue stick to secure the Hobby Lobby scrapbook paper onto each individual cup. And what you see me doing there is I'm just trying to make sure it lines up properly on the cup, and if it's still a little bit too big for the cup, after it's glued down, I go back and I just cut around the edges to make sure it really fits around the cup. So now, this texture of the spackle is really what I liked the most when I first did this. It really had the best whipped cream look, so I definitely recommend doing this, I guess, like right away. But I had a little bit of, idea blockage in between my crafts, so that's why the spackle looks a little bit more, I guess, thicker in the other DIYs, because I had some waiting time in between. So when I first did it, it really came out whipped great, and you just keep adding water until it comes out to the texture and whipped cream look that you're going for. So you can just use a cute little popsicle stick and just use that as your mixture, and then just use that to apply onto the cups. So I'm using more cinnamon, and really either or. You can use cinnamon, you can use pumpkin spice, you can use maybe nutmeg, whatever kind of topping you're looking for, but just know that whatever topping you use, it's going to smell like it. So I did this before the spackle had completely dried, And that was the perfect timing, and it really stuck. I think this is the one right here that I got way too much cinnamon on because it wasn't coming out, and then a lot of it came out at once. So after that happened, this was the one. So after that happened, then I had to go back and add more cinnamon to all of the other cups to kind of try and match it because I had so much on just that one. So that's what you saw me doing there. And then I'm just going to hot glue these to this wood board. It's a brand new blank wood board that Dollar Tree came out for its fall decor. And I got 2 of these boards because I thought they were so cute and I could not wait to do something with them. So I'm gonna have these cups spell out fall, just putting one little galvanized Dollar Tree letter in each cup. So these are the new Dollar Tree little tiny galvanized letters. They have galvanized metal numbers as well. So once those are hot glued down, I then decided to add a bow to the very top of this board. So I tied a bunch of Dollar Tree ribbon together, and then I'm just going to use some raffia there to tie a bow, which is going to secure them all together. And the raffia is so cute on top. And I didn't show this, but I actually added more raffia to the very back of this cute little ribbon, just to give it more of a fuller look. So I'm actually going to double knot this as well, just to make sure it definitely stays down. So I just used a small dab of hot glue, and I put this at the very, very top so you could easily see the pumpkin. And I would have to say this is now my favorite fall sign of the season, and I can't wait to hold on to this for years to come. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure you check out the playlist with everyone else's delicious crafts. And if you want to watch more videos, check them out here on the left. And let's keep in touch on Instagram. Thank you guys. Bye.